Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about Stonetoss, the world's most famous neo-Nazi cartoonist. He got revealed. His identity has been revealed, and that was really funny. The Tate brothers are back in jail.
Oh, right.
Thanks
because
to
of Aiden Ross.
Because Aiden Ross snitched on them, which is so glorious. That's really, really funny. Oh, and J.K. Rowling is a Holocaust denier. That one also happened.
Right.
Hey, I called it an episode like what, 1 or 2 of this show where I pointed out that Harry Potter's got
the goblins.
No, it was the sorting hat that measured skulls.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But then you listed everything. You're like, yeah, there's like a secret.
The goblins.
There's slavery, and the only character who opposes the slavery is ridiculed for it. There's like all the racist names. There's the anti-Semitic creatures in the books, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and the eugenic sorting hat. Can't forget that.
Right. Which there's a Lego set of that now, and it talks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's hideous, but yeah. Could you talk about the Stonetoss thing, Lance? Because I didn't actually follow this super closely.
Oh, I'll summarize it real quick, just so anyone who doesn't know. Stonetoss is the name of a very popular internet web cartoon that is deeply, deeply racist, homophobic, transphobic, all of them. He does them all. He loves them. He's obsessed with making fun of LGBTQ plus people, black people, indigenous people, you name it. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. He's been secret for I think about 8 years, but his stuff gets shared everywhere. Sometimes really huge politicians will share Stonetoss cartoons because they're very innocuous, simple, cartoony, cutesy little characters, or mass shooters. Racist mass shooters. A lot of racist mass shooters in their manifestos have his comics or memes of him. So he is quite prolific in his reach. He's raised.
Interesting how they see through exactly what it is, though. Like I know they get. I know you just mentioned, and it's true that Stonetoss gets away with what he gets away with in terms of the reach he gets because they're sort of, in a way, I guess, innocuous. The cartoons, but it's very like clear. Time style. But the fact that white nationalists and Nazis and far-right extremists know exactly what's being said in the cartoons, they're not all that innocuous then, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He used to do...
They're innocuous.
Well, he used to do an outright straight fascist comic called Red Panels, and then he retired the comic, and his retirement video is like a character as the Terminator going into the lava, and then he does like the Hitler salute right before he goes out. That was like the whole comic book. He denied being the creator of that comic book series, but now thanks to this leak, it's been proven that he is actually the creator of that comic. But yeah, it turns out that he is a I believe half white, half Hispanic guy who lived in Japan for a long time. And tweeted out something like, if there's any ladies living in Japan and they're looking for an 8.5 out of 10, DM me.
And he's really he's grading himself on a fucking curve. 8.5. What does he look like? I saw the picture. This dude is like a stereotypical nerd. Very, very nerdy.
Some people
not a cool nerd either.
Yeah, some people do like that.
There's sexy nerds. Oh yeah, there's
right. No, this is like a stinky nerd that doesn't bathe himself, has hygiene issues.
Okay, wait. Then really
perverted.
the issue is stinky and unkempt, not whether or not he's a nerd, right? Like we can get past the nerd. Stinky and unkempt.
Right. There's evil nerds.
For me, I gotta lay my eyes on him, and then I'll be able.
Yeah, do we have a picture?
And
ugly. All right, Rebecca, I'm gonna DM you.
Yeah. Okay. Your spirit could be nasty, and that's why you ugly.
That's true. That's true.
It's all of the above. You could take showers and all of the above, but you just ugly because you just nasty inside. You're just doing the wrong thing.
I know people like that.
And so,
but now you can't post this on Twitter because all of the things outing him.
Elon Musk took it all down.
It's a community violation. You can say any slur you want on Twitter, but if you out this Nazi, then that violates Twitter's community guidelines. It's so crazy how the Nazis are running Twitter now.
What's interesting about that?
Isn't it?
What's interesting about that that particular policy where doxing is not allowed on Twitter, in terms of just unveiling an anonymous person's name.
Which is now a matter of public record, by the way. Just
right.
It's in knowyourmeme.com. We're not the ones doing the doxing. It's already been done.
They can't take down the reports because that's not the doxing act. They took down the original post, right. Unveiling who he was. But in that same sense, that policy should be construed in the same way where dead naming a trans person is doxing them because they don't go by that name. But that's they don't do that. They
personal
don't take
they
down.
don't want to be
They
public.
don't take
That's
down
what it is.
tweets where people are using gender people's dead names. No, in fact,
By massive accounts.
I'm sure
J.K.
that's
Rowling does that.
Sure, that's encouraged.
With millions of followers. Yeah, J.K. Rowling has 14 million followers, and she straight up does that. So
Yep. So what's the problem here, though? If they're calling out this person, I'm trying to figure it out. So calling out this,
he's a cartoonist. People only ever knew him as his avatar, which is this cute little kind of like white-looking comic, and that he hid in the shadows. And now his real face and name have been revealed, and all the funny tweets. And
he's been going behind this cartoon, so now that people know who he is
as a Nazi, as like he has like the most popular, I would say, fascist cartoon on the internet without like equal. Like
so that protects people. That protects him on Twitter. If somebody were to say, "Hey, this is the guy," now they're saying that is equal.
They took
to
that post down. Well, they took that. That's what Elon Musk censored. They didn't want that post up. They took all that.
Meanwhile, I get on Twitter every day and I'm seeing all kinds of porn all day, every day. But this is considered a problem.
Right?
Like outing a problematic person.
Yeah.
And isn't it so weird that like all the most prominent Nazis are like half white? Nick Fuentes, Stonetoss. It's like I don't think that they realize that the Nazis in general, they don't accept that. Like,
the response from their own community was so much racism directed towards him. It's like he's not even pure and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my god,
this is why I'm not on social media. This is why I can't be on there. This is why people are too mean. They're just people are too friggin' mean. And they wouldn't say it to your face. Like, that's the thing. I would love people who say crap about me online to say it to my face. And none of them would have the guts to say it, because I grew up in an age when we didn't have it and people did not like you. First of all, you took care of your business. If you had a fight with someone, you handled it and then you went on your own way. Like you had to fight shit out. Like that was how it went. And it wasn't online and it wasn't through Twitter, and your mommy couldn't come and get you and save you. And so I am oblivious to social media.
Oh, Jen, she about that life. So, so on Twitter, people like to get on what Meek Mill calls Twitter fingers, people who like to get online and do all of that.
Expression.
But my thing is, we do live in a day and age where that's the easiest way to do it, right?
Yeah.
People are at their jobs, their 9-to-5s, on an anonymous page, and they are pulling out all kinds of misinformation. They're attacking people. Their tweets will get thousands and thousands of views, sometimes millions of views, depending on who reposted, because that's their feelings or whatever. And they'll never get an opportunity to find you or step to you. And that's the thing, that they have this opportunity to either repost something that could be misinformation to get you canceled or whatever. And on Elon Musk's Twitter, some of these things they should be reported, they should be flagged, but the things that are flagged, like what we're talking about right now, like outing bad people, is that isn't flagged, but these other people, I don't get it. I don't understand why this is the way it is, but what
clicks and profit. Yeah, whatever. Like, because at the end of the day, if it was profitable to be promoting what we would want them to promote, they would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, so that's what it really comes down to. They're just following their corporate sponsors.
Mm-hmm.